today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the... And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
right? 2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the 2nd quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'm not sure the proper term is whether things just actually worked out. The universe spoke serendipity, but you remember all through 2019, everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 52 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
3. Dolphins, nothing.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
That'll be complete to Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3. Dolphins, nothing.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Maurice Hurst on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin 1st.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down again. That's Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Burrito. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and...
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is Jakeem Grant. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Dolphins take over 1st down.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. races down the right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Dolphins 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2. Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They're thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
Tagovailoa's pass.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on 1st down. Left side completion to Jones. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And how about that for just running out the clock? And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started with a good one in the AFC. Indianapolis taking on Pittsburgh at Heinz Field. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Breida on the draw. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa looking deep for Julio. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd down, Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tua now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. Not much there, only a yard.
To Devontae Parker. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Tua to throw again. There's that man again. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Breida on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They run again with Breida.
At the Raiders' 38 yards.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. A slant to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
This is for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Dolphins 15, Raiders 13.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive.
A loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to pass. Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Breida. 10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Dolphins.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Marcus Joyner.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins.
Here's Breida. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Miami.
Here's Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
The 12-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. That's complete right around the 8. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run forward with Breida. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up. But also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Bobby McCain.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And the crusher there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
11-yard ball.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now it's Breida. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So Carr and the Raiders now down 15-13, 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Dolphins 15.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by a point after the made field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. They're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 27 yards on the game there. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Raiders
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?